What's up, guys? And today I'll be showing you a couple of a couple of tricks that you can use to use the superstitious items, some of them, in the most efficient way possible. This includes like the Delta Phantom. Uh, it's really weird to use. However, I found like one of the best ways to use it, and it is like super overpowered on the way I use it. There is also a trick for the Draiden's Gauntlet. There is a really good way on how to use the Draiden's Gauntlet in the most efficient way possible, and possibly the Detestrophy. The Detestrophy is like really good if you know how to use the item, and today I'll be showing you exactly how to do it. Anyways, so we're gonna start off with the Delta Phantom. It does it is quite a bit of a multiplier. First 50 ores to go in will get a multiplier, and then on the last one, the 51st ore, it will get a major upgrade. And it might take like a long time. Let's say we have like a Havium mine, which is quite slow, but it's like really good. Let's just say it's like really it's got like a lot of upgrades on it. What we do is, well, let's say it's just somewhere random in the setup. It doesn't matter where, but let's just say it's here. It takes super long, depending on how fast your ores go in, to actually cap it off. And I found a really overpowered way on how to actually max this out pretty much instantly. So we're gonna get into that. So what you want to do is buy one of the cannons. It can be any of them, the hydraulic cannon or the just normal ore cannon. And what you want is to get a couple of conveyors. Let's just put this in a line just like that. And then you want a new bite, because I do it with the new bite because of the drop rate, but if you can get it a little bit slower, a little bit like the same drop rate, it is like really useful to use these. So you just want to put like a line of 4 to a line of 3. I'm going to do a line of 3, and we're going to see like how fast it caps off. We're definitely going to do a line of 4 actually. So as you see, it like goes up a lot faster. You would like say, oh, why not use the Wobium? It is because of if you use Wobium, all of the ores will just be flung out this side, even including the Havium ores, which is not what you want to do. As you see, the ores that go this side will go out this way, and the ones that, like the new bite, will just be thrown out onto the base and disappear permanently. So this is probably one of the best ways to use Delta Phantom very fast. It's super overpowered. It's like super good, like on to use this. So yeah, so that's the Delta Phantom, and we'll be going into the Draiden's Gauntlet. So guys, we're on next onto the Draiden's Gauntlet, and actually we'll be using the Delta Phantom to do this. So it's because Draiden's Gauntlet does 8 seconds to multiply all the way. The best way to actually max it out is using the Delta Phantom. So if we quickly slip the Draiden's Gauntlet inside, let's do that and get some iron ores, because the iron will like show definitely how like good it is. It does do all of the multiplier while it's inside of the Delta Phantom. So how it works is it will go into the Draiden's Gauntlet, and then it will stay inside of the Delta Phantom for about 8 to 10 seconds, depending on how fast your ores are going in. And you'll see that they do continue their timer. So if we like, if we wait for the ores to come through, and we'll be able to see exactly getting all of the ores. So we're just about to get all the ores, and it's worth the actual amount of money on how much the Draiden's Gauntlet will give, including the power from the Delta Phantom. So guys, that's like the 2 superstitions so far, and now we're gonna move on to Detestrophy. And guys, we're back, and as you see, you see this weird amount of lines. just like this, and this will become very important if you're going to be using Detestrophy instead of the Void Drive. Is the latest patch happened? You cannot use Void Drive and Detestrophy at the same time. So, Detestrophy is so much better than Void Drive if you know how to use it. So, if we have a basic iron ore, that will go into the Detestrophy, just like this. Detestrophy, it does times 100 and it acts like a resetter, and it will reset the ability to reset the Tesla refuter and other Tesla items. So if we get a teleporter to go into the green, you can use any mine. You can use Buck of Knowledge, but you can also use the Devourer of Nightmares, which I would prefer using due to its high multiplier count. So if we look here, you'll be able to see it sells for a lot. It's not actually being sold. There we go. It sells for like 700 DE, which is so ridiculously good. It's like, it's very overpowered if you know how to use it. Devourer of Nightmares did also get changed, so if you like put down like star-based items, it'll like automatically use them and make it so much better. So if we try putting down different, stardusts or different like pulsar-based items, you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see it does a lot more, but it can go all the way to DD if you know how to use it. Obviously, I'm not using the best of upgraders because you can always change on which ones you use. I don't think I'm using the pizza list correctly. Let me quickly swap them around and see if it gets a better multiple. It doesn't seem like it's getting a better multiply, mainly just the same, I guess. Unless the pizza bombardier doesn't actually stack anymore, we can easily change it up. So if we quickly like get a couple of upgraders like this, and so we're gonna use the quantum clockwork because it's still really good of an item. So we can get over UD to DD. That's super good. And if we change the Hades Palace to Brimstone Spires, we can even get a higher multiplier. Let's see. DD. So we can get over to 1 DD if used correctly. And if you use book, you can power the book to make it so much overpowered, which I recommend doing, guys. If you don't have it, then I recommend trying to get it. If you want to know how to do DD, like get it to this DD, instead of it. So what you want to do is like have a green teleporter with an Angel's Blessing, having an arc cannon to like do this. We're gonna remove these just so you can see exactly what upgrades we'll be using. So there we go. You see, we do a lot of platforming. And we have the Optic Origin twice because it's super good if you know how to use it, which I'll be showing you at the end of the video. So we'll have a cannon that goes into a true overload device that has into the pizza list in Optic Origin. You need helium blasters if you want to power the Optic Origin, because helium will give, I think, force field, which is really good. I use the Christmas and the Cupid arrow because it still does high of a multiplier. If you don't have it, then just don't add it. And if you have any other portable upgraders, I recommend adding it. So we go into a Tesla refuter, into the true overload device, Optic Origin, and this time we use a fire crystallized system, which is really good if you force feed it with coal and more portable upgraders. Obviously the Angel's Blessing. What we do, we put another line that goes into a pizza list, a Virtual Enhancer, Quantum Clockwork, Vulcan's Destiny, and Brimstone Spires, and it gets a lot of a multiplier. It's not doing the the DD because we don't have the Optic Origin, unfortunately, but still it is super good. Obviously you can put Teslas before the Detestrophy because it resets the Teslas, so you can use them twice. However, it does have a 10-second death cap. So this setup is able to use the 10 seconds the most efficiently as possible. Hopefully it doesn't get nerfed. But that is the Detestrophy. And now we're going to be moving on to the Optic Origin and how to use. So we've got the Optic Origin, and obviously you need Neon and Force Field. So if we have a basic Iron Mine, we'll be able to see its base multiplier at the daytime. So it's times 100 in the daytime, so it has been buffed, I think, which is still really good if you're using this first. If we use Helium Blaster, which will give it one of the effects, it goes up to times 300, which is super good. Neon, I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's like force fed and not force field. I'm not entirely sure. But if there's any neon based upgraders that apply an effect, let me try and find something that will do exactly. So we'll be using the Candy Refiner and we'll be able to see its base power. I don't think it's hitting the upgrader. Let me quickly move this back. Oh, I guess a Candy Refiner doesn't actually do an upgrader, unless it does. It does times 5 sometimes, and sometimes it does not. So if we quickly just put this here and put this. So we'll be dividing the whatever we get by 5 instead of 2 to get its base multiplier. So we get 3,000. So guys, actually it's not neon. I don't know exactly about the neon. I think that's just a Helium Blaster. So like the best way to use it is just with a Helium Blaster to get its cap of 300, but it needs to be daytime, but at nighttime it will really high multiplier. I don't have Pandora's box yet, but the best way to use it is just having 5 ores or less on your base, and then you can put it probably through the top, and it will work just as a furnace, I believe, which is really overpowered. So guys, that's pretty much it on how to use the Superstitious in the best ways possible, including the Detestrophy on why it's super good. It does so much of, it does so much better lines than the Void Drive, because the Void Drive can only do a couple million, couple trillion times multiply if you know how to use it, with like Hydro Blasters or Dragon Blasters. So the best way to get its highest multiplier from your setup is using Detestrophy. So guys, that's it, and if you like this content, please subscribe, like, and join my Discord, and a little mini announcement, I've been helping Laser quite a lot. I got him Centillion. If you guys were playing quite early in the UK time or really late in the US time, you would see Laser got Centillion. I built him a setup, and he's be doing that video tomorrow, I think, on how to get Centillion with the setup I built him. It's really, really good. But yeah, guys, if you don't like Laser, then you don't like him. But I find him chill. He's very nice to talk to, so I wouldn't really hate on him. Anyways, that would be it, and yeah, bye.